This is our BetMGM group chat glory. These are the messages that you would classic, get in the group chat, your betting, gambling group chat, looking ahead of NFL week number 6, and we bring them here from the people and discuss them. The first chat, the first text, Jets lock over in London, getting 7.5. Loop, thoughts?
Look, I bet on the Jets every week, and every week I feel like I'm killed in the second quarter. I feel like I'm going to do it again. Give me the 7.5 against the Broncos.
Look, the Broncos are coming off their biggest win of the season, maybe their biggest win in a long time. It was their Super Bowl, beating the Eagles, handing the Eagles their first loss in 10 home games. Now they have to go to London. Very weird scenario situation to be put in. This is either belt to or the Jets win outright. I don't think there's really going to be that much in between. I think the Jets could use this to their advantage. Maybe it's a good spot for the Jets. Maybe going across the pond and the Broncos coming off such an emotional, massive comeback win. Jets winless? How poetic would it be in the NFL, National Football League, that one team who is winless begging for a win in London, while another team coming off their win of the season heading to London, turntables turn, flew on the walls. Give us the Jets plus 7.5.
Come on. What's next?
Next text. The Lions. Loop, Sunday Night Football, Chiefs-Lions, America's game of the week. I feel like Vegas is telling us a sign that all roads lead to the Chiefs.
Yeah, it feels like the Ravens game when they went into Arrowhead. It feels like the tables were turning towards the Ravens against the Chiefs. Then the Chiefs got a good home spot to right their wrongs. They came off a loss against the Jaguars. I said they would lose to the Jags, and then they would come back and beat the Lions. I'm sticking to it. I love them in this spot. Night game at Arrowhead. Mahomes gets it done.
Loop has the script. Look, you're right. Same spot. It's been a roller coaster of emotions for people buying in and selling out on the Kansas City Chiefs. They were selling against the Ravens, thinking that they were going to go in there and get the job done. Baltimore, that is. Then we see all the public then flip to taking the Chiefs on a Monday Night Football game after they get the job done against the Ravens. Now people are going to dive in on the Lions, saying that now the Chiefs, it's been a seesaw. It's been a seesaw with Kansas City. But now you have to take the Chiefs, because this will be the game where then the Chiefs are back on the track. It's almost like it's on a silver platter. And how great is it that they're going to be 3-3, getting Rashee Rice back into the lineup as they always were going to be. Exactly how they drew it up. Not too out of it, not too in front of it, exactly where they need to be. Give us the Chiefs.
Yep.
On the money line or minus 2.5. Next text, Bears plus 4.5 against the Commanders. Monday Night Football coming off the bye.
This one's sketchy. I feel like I do like the Bears in this spot. I mean, it's going to be a lot of points. It's a high over-under. Bears coming off a bye. Commanders coming off a big win. Jaden Daniels finally got his feet under his ground. I think I'm leaning towards the Bears here, but I need a little more time to make a decision.
I think I agree. I think I like the Bears plus 4.5. A lot of people are going to be closing their eyes and taking the Commanders at home after a big win. Again, this is the swing of emotions. It's crazy how in the betting world it feels like it really depicts some of the outcomes with these games. You can really feel a narrative. You can really feel something in your plums when you follow where everyone's heart is with these teams and games. Everyone last week, one of the most bet on teams last week was the LA Chargers against this Commanders team at home. They get taken to the barn out back. So how are they going to get that back? How are they going to get the revenge? By taking now the Commanders at home as a, somewhat of a small favorite against a Chicago Bears team. And so with that, I feel like our hands are tied and cuffed with the way that we follow these things and follow the trends. We're no Albert Einstein over here, but when a public dives in onto a side and gets screwed, usually now a following week, a primetime game especially, they're going to be diving on the team that them. And that's when we call the classic double penetration. Give us the Bears plus 4.5. And last but not least, Luke, your sweet Packers at home. Going against the Bengals, we have Bengals plus 14.5 here with Joe Flacco now stepping under center Sunday.
Yeah, I think I like it. I mean, Matt LaFleur has a tendency to take the foot off the gas. The Packers do not win games by 20, 30 points. Even if they get up big in the first half, I think the Bengals, they'll be in it. They'll be down 10. They'll be down 13. I can't lay 14.5 at the Packers. So take the Bengals.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's surprising that the Bengals are 2-3 at this point. This is not a helpless team. This is a shocking spread. This is a similar spread that Spencer Rattler was getting in Bills Mafia. And now we have a team with Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and Joe Flacco now stepping under center with 14.5 points. Like, I feel like this could actually be somewhat of a ball game. It's crazy to think that 2.5 touchdowns is the spread here. We talked about it on Tuesday. We're going to talk about it here again. We like the Bengals plus 14.5. It's I know the defense is in shambles for the Bengals. I know the offensive line's even worse, but 14.5 points is a lot of points in the National Football League to a team who is very capable of scoring points.
That's what scares me, though. It's a lot of points. Maybe Vegas knows something.
Yeah, I know. Maybe it's all of a sudden you blink your eye, 21-0 at halftime with the Pack. But, fellas, it was a beautiful show. It was a wonderful show. We sprinted through this like a 40-yard dash. And as always, we'll see you on the other side.